everybody. Good morning at 10:16. Our temperatures are even warmer than what they were for the 9 a.m. hour, and we're only heating up from here. It just popped up on top of the area we were just talking about. So Cedar Springs or City, we cannot stress this enough. You should be in your safe spot right now. We do have a front that's sinking into our region. However, it's going to lose gas and stall out. What that will do, we have a trough moving through too. It will keep our moisture around and these storms alive. Winds are currently 40 miles per hour. Once those winds get to 38 miles per hour or less, it will be considered a tropical depression. So that means a storm is weakening. Current conditions, we are nice and quiet across our region. We also have some hazy but clear skies, not a ton of cloud cover out there. We just had a nice downpour out that way. Another round will be on the way within the hour, and then we should be done with these storms for the rest of tonight. And just a few feet away from that mom and pop shop, this is what's left. Cars crushed, trees thrown about, and power lines down. Norman Lane is one of the areas hit the hardest in Houston County. Let's count these systems. Can you count them? We got 5 here. I feel like Sesame Street. 5. All right, so we got 2 waves. There's one in the Gulf. There's one that's off the coast of Africa. As you head out the door tomorrow, you should be okay without the umbrella for the morning hours. However, in the afternoon, pretty typical here, you likely will need the umbrella in some spots. Isolated storms are expected. In fact, tomorrow's daytime high will be in the mid-90s. Here we go. You see those areas of orange and red indicating that we could have some nice juicy downpours out there, although this is not going to be a widespread rain event. The steeple is no longer visible. It's tarped over. So where is it? Well, if you follow me, you just go a couple feet here and you can see it actually landed in the side yard. Saharan dust is traveling on over. That's all this color that you see here. And we like Saharan dust because it keeps the moisture levels low. Think of it like Pac-Man. It just kind of eats away at the moisture, keeps our atmosphere on the drier side, keeps rain chances away. And as far as temperatures go, thanks to that front, we might get these temperatures back down to how they're supposed to be for the end of the week. This gentleman's climbing over what was once the storefront. The windows are gone. The roof is ripped off. The metal that overlaid the roof completely twisted around. So this storm really did significant damage. There it goes. Look, Brett, it just popped up. So it just popped up on top of the area we were just talking about. So Cedar Springs or City, we cannot stress this enough. You should be in your safe spot right now. This is that cell that we were looking at that we said was just outside the polygon. Well, they updated the polygon. The polygon now includes Harrison, Marion, Morris, and Upshur counties. So you need to go ahead and get in your safe place. This has been expanded a little bit further out to the northeast. So this cell is continuing to drive through portions of East Texas, the northeastern portions. This is just one of 3 tornado warnings that we have right now. This leading edge here, this is what we have to pay particular attention to. Right now, it has started to smooth out a little bit, but you see anywhere you see little notches like that, we could get a little bit of rotation. And that's why they put this hatching, those diagonal black lines, that's called hatching. In addition to that, we do have the threat of those straight line winds. That's the main concern with this storm system. Absolutely could get an embedded tornado, but you see these bowing segments here right along that squall line. That's where we could get the wind damage, and these winds can be in excess of 75 miles per hour at times. We've seen winds up to 100 miles per hour in previous storms in April, so you really need to take these storms seriously. Let's get to these storms. We have storms that are being pretty lazy here. We thought they would be cleared out by now, but don't worry, they are on their way out of here. Let's zoom into a couple of them. We see a few just working off the coast, just gave a nice drench to North Captiva, riding north of Sanibel. So these are moving out of here and no longer have to worry about those. Let's jump up to the north a little bit around Port Charlotte, also taking on a westerly direction, heading towards Englewood. So you are going to get drenched once again. We just had a nice downpour out that way. Another round will be on the way within the hour, and then we should be done with these storms for the rest of tonight. Record heat. We managed to tie and break some records for today. Can you believe it? You probably can with how hot it's been, right? Fort Myers did that tie, the former record 97, 1985, but Naples and Punta Gorda, they managed to break the records for today. Naples by 2 degrees, the former record at 96, and Punta Gorda, they were toasty. 101, the warmest day in August so far in record-keeping books. Now, I will say Punta Gorda it's a newer site, a newer climate data site, only been keeping records since 1996. Also, we've had the record number of warm mornings, low temperatures at 80 degrees or higher for the past 5 days. And that breaks the old record of 4 days in July of 1981. So this is unseasonably warm heat that we've been riding through. And right now, well, the heat's not breaking much. We have temperatures that are currently in the lower 80s. We even have some mid 80s still hanging on in Naples. Light winds. When the winds are light, they're really not helping us out much. Forecast overnight, we will ride around those lower 80s, not really changing much here. Clouds clearing. And again, we are waiting for those storms to diminish, the ones that we just showed you a minute ago. Tomorrow's forecast, 94, humid with scattered storms again, mainly during those peak heating hours. Let's walk through Futurecast here so we can see those. We might have a quick little drink of water as we begin our sunrise time for your Sunday. It will be very brief if we do see anything. Clouds will start to build in, and here we move into the afternoon, and again, we turn on the faucet. We start to see those isolated storms turn more scattered as we enter into the late afternoon and evening hours, moving from the east to the west, very similar to what we had for today. And then after that, we're pretty much done with these. Again, around sunset time, things will start to quiet down. We do have a heat advisory that's in place for Hendry Glades County. We're going to see if anything's added to that 7-day forecast here. You can see that we don't get much change over the next couple of days, but temperatures do try to work their way towards more seasonal norms towards the end of the week.